Hey everybody out there at the CW Source, this is Jason C. on the set of Aliens in America with Adhir Kalyan. How are you, man?
Very well, thank you. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Give me a description of Raja's first impression of Wisconsin or Midwest America.
Sure. Well, I mean, this is Raja's first time in North America. So for him, this is a fantastic adventure, something he's very excited about. And as is revealed in the pilot, he's had a very difficult year, having to overcome a tragedy of the greatest proportion, really. So for him, this is something that he's looking forward to, and he's so incredibly excited, and really takes to Justin and the family. But then, once he goes into school, begins to wonder why he's being faced with such hostility, why people feel a need to put him in the sort of narrow box of who they think he is, instead of actually getting to know him. Right. As the story unfolds, I think we find that he's very happy with this new chapter and this new start to his life.
Now, how about your experience? How does that parallel? You went from South Africa to London, now to Vancouver.
Yeah.
I mean, how many different cultural clashes maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a strange story. Here I am, a boy from Durban, South Africa, and then I moved across to London, England, and when I was in Dublin, Ireland, I was actually called to audition for this role playing a Pakistani Muslim. So eventually I went to Los Angeles, USA to shoot the pilot, went back to London, England, moved back to Durban, South Africa, and then after that I'm now in Vancouver, Canada, shooting the show that is set in Medora, Wisconsin. So it really is sort of a story of global proportions, I suppose.
Your preparation for your character, did you have to study anything regarding the Pakistani culture?
I was very fortunate growing up in South Africa to grow up in a culture that I can truly describe as a melting pot. And so, I had insights into the Islam as a history and as a civilization and of course as a religion. The benefit of being in London was that there were a lot of people who were first-generation British whose parents were Pakistani. Right. But I was also able to go out and speak to community leaders and just so that in terms of my understanding of Islam, I could get to a place where I would feel very, very comfortable speaking about it. I think one thing about Raja is that he lives his life according to his faith, and that is kind of the basis for all his actions. And it was crucial for me to get to that point. And then of course there was the regular script analysis and character breakdown. And when I came across to the States after I'd had my vocal training to try and get the accent to be as truthful and as accurate as possible, I went out into the streets, with sort of my kufi on, and to just view what people's reactions would be. Right. And sometimes, people would be very engaging, and they wouldn't think twice about talking to you. But sometimes, if you're on the metro or on a bus, people would just take a quick look at you just to try and suss you out, because there is that perception of fear and anxiety when it comes to people who are Muslim, in the wake of all the events that have taken place over the last sort of 6 years or so.